On the air everywhere, this is New England Broadcasting.
Welcome to the Ron Van Dam Show. Hold on tight. Things can get a bit weird, if you like that sort of thing.
Come Monday, it'll be alright.
Monday morning, you shoulder fine. Rainy days and Mondays always get me down.
Whatever.
Tell me why I don't like Mondays. Tell me why I don't like Mondays.
It's just another manic Monday.
Monday, so good to me.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. It's the Ron Van Dam Show.
Victoria, Victoria, Victoria.
Well, of course it is Monday. You heard that lead up. It was half an hour long.
I know we're broadcasting live from the kennel today.
Yes, we are. Yeah.
We have to. It must be done sometimes.
Well, we are very big on people adopting pets.
Exactly.
So we are live at the kennel today.
We can't tell you which one because it's,
No, don't want to give favoritism to any particular kennel.
Exactly. They're
Right.
all equally
They're all
great.
Fantastic.
Please visit one and adopt today.
Or tomorrow if you're busy.
Right.
Okay. Any day is good for adopting a dog.
Not Sunday.
Adopt a
Not
child
Sunday.
too, for that matter.
You could.
Yeah.
But you got to go to another country, don't you?
That's true.
We're all you can't anymore. You got to go to Korea or something. Don't you?
Okay. I'll be back Thursday. Hey, did you get a flu shot?
I didn't.
You know,
oh my God,
I
got to do that, right?
In the back of my mind, I've wanted to get a flu shot for 2 weeks. I go out and I completely forget because you can get them anywhere. I got a dry cleaners last year.
No, really?
Yes.
Oh no!
My flu
Did they
got-
speak English?
my
Because
flu
you know
got-
my dry
it's a-
cleaning story. You can't,
No, they didn't.
I
As a
know,
matter of
I
fact, I got Martinized by mistake.
Oh, my
I don't know
God.
who that is, by the way.
So we jumped right into the show. Hey, Ronaldo.
Hey, you know, there's no such thing as Martinizing, I've learned.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was some guy named Martin,
I
some
know.
wise-ass cleaner, who said, I'm going to make money, I'm just going to tell them I'm Martinizing. I spit on the clothes is all I do.
Well, that's like a Trumpster thing now.
Yeah,
it
is.
The Trump word is now bad. It used to be in poker. It was like a good thing, maybe.
Yeah, no, now people don't even say anything. No.
You can't.
Anyway, welcome to the program.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
I mean, you're welcoming everyone.
Okay.
I'm Tori. That's Ron.
All right.
I skipped
and
over.
adopt a pet.
Exactly.
Okay. Well, we're a couple of weeks away from election time across the country, what they call the midterms. I think I should be studying for them because it sounds like something you do in college.
Oh my God, that's the same word.
Yeah, it is the same word, and it's scary. But in this case, you're in command. You
Not
vote
as
for
scary
whatever.
as Kavanaugh midterms.
That's true. Yeah. Bum. So, wow, flu shot, midterms. My head's spinning here.
Well, did you look up the questions? Are we doing questions?
Yes.
Yes.
We our show emanates out of Massachusetts, and we're going to today do the Massachusetts questions on the ballot, and
We do have a lot of Massachusetts listeners, so it makes sense.
we do. But next week we'll do some other big area and see
And
what they have.
the Red Sox are in the World Series, so it makes sense that Massachusetts should be really paying attention right now for all kinds of reasons.
Okay, well, you certainly justify.
I know you
that.
love sports, Ron.
I don't give a crap.
I know
about
you
it.
don't, but
I
the
really
World
don't.
Series. Come on, you got to
No, it's
pay
no, come on,
attention.
It's still baseball.
You're not going to
and
watch it. Are you going to watch it?
I'll watch it if there's nothing else on.
stop
if
it.
there's no interesting item on HSN.
I used to shop from them, back in the 80s.
Yeah, then Amazon came along, and I think it pretty much killed them a
No,
lot.
they're still on TV. It's QVC or something, isn't it?
No,
Or
they're
HSN?
still on TV,
Okay.
but I think Amazon's really
You have to.
taken a big bite out of their deal.
Yeah, so who's their audience? Someone that can't move from a chair? They're stuck there.
Yeah.
They have to,
Someone who can't move from a chair and me.
You watch it
Because I can move from the chair, I choose not to.
Are there good deals there? I don't know. I used to buy jewelry on there.
Yeah, sometimes they're good deals, sometimes they're not. I've gotten a few things through them. I've returned about half the things that I've gotten through them. Because I don't believe they check their things out. Very similar to Amazon. I've gotten things from Amazon, and I'm saying, oh my God, Amazon's selling this. They should know that
Right.
this is crap.
Yeah, it's cheap stuff.
But, I guess that's not the way that works.
But when I bought jewelry, I should tell you this real quick, from HSN,
yeah.
I bought 2 beautiful rings. One was a purple, like a cube-looking thing, and one was an emerald with diamonds. They're not real, but they looked
Yeah.
really nice costume jewelry. Went to the Westgate Cinemas,
There we go.
went to the movies anyway. to wash my hands. I used to take my rings off to wash them because I didn't want them getting like this tap water with the chlorine.
Sure.
Washed my hands, walked out, forgot all about my rings.
Oh, I thought they fell apart.
Oh, no.
Oh, okay.
They set them there and someone stole them, obviously.
Oh, sure.
And I had them a week or something. It was really sad, but I didn't replace them, I don't think. And, lesson learned. Keep your rings on, ladies.
Damn
Just wash
moviegoers.
them.
Yeah.
Wash your hands with your rings on. Bad lesson.
Isn't that what they're supposed to be for?
Yeah,
I
but
mean, you're supposed to keep them on all the time, right?
They were cheap. And my diamond I used to,
Yeah.
of course. It didn't come off really. It was wedged on there. Once you're married, that thing's right on there, huh?
I wouldn't know.
I know.
No, this is a real question.
Ron's discombobulated.
I don't have the other question.
Oh, you don't?
No.
Well, I only
I
remember there's only three of them.
I remember all of them.
Do you? I know how I'll vote on them.
The first one has to do with nursing.
Correct.
And it has to do, as I understand it, right now, it is the way it is. You go to the hospital, they assign nurses to you. With this new idea, this new ballot question, the hospitals are responsible for limiting the number of patients that a certain nurse can see.
Ratio or something,
Correct. The problem with that is that hospitals get fined if they don't adhere to that ratio.
I see.
So someone has to pay those fees.
So adhere to the ratio, dingus.
All right. But the other thing is that they're going to have to hire more nurses.
Great, people need jobs.
Or not. In other words, or some people are just going to have to wait until their nurses are available.
Too bad. I'm voting yes. I want this ratio thing. I wanted people to get waited on, and waited's the wrong word.
Well,
served?
To get served. Yes, to get served.
I like to serve people.
I've been in the hospital, fortunately not for myself, but for other people.
You've seen it.
And when they are in great pain and great discomfort and they call for a nurse, if that nurse doesn't show up within 10 seconds, it's horrific.
It's not even 10 seconds. Lucky if it's 10 minutes.
Yeah, I know.
They're overworked.
So I guess this would resolve that.
Why not?
But our health insurance costs are going to go up. But Trump's president, who cares? He'll just put it on the deficit. We'll be good.
Right.
No, we're going to
I'm
going to
vote yes because I think that's a good idea.
I'm a little confused about it, but I am voting yes as well.
Very good.
Question number 2 on the Massachusetts ballot has to do with something that I applaud.
Right.
This is a federal thing, so it's just it's devising a group in order to lobby the federal government for something. Mm-hmm. And what it is that companies do not have the same rights as individuals. So, in other words, a company cannot have the same rights under our Constitution as a person would. Mm-hmm. A company is not a person. Mm-hmm. So, I agree with that. I think companies get away with far too much by claiming that they're individual citizens. They're not.
All right. I didn't understand it that way, that question.
That's the way that I understand it.
I understand something about transgenders and bathrooms.
That's number 3, my friend.
Oh, but then wasn't that one the about super PACs? You're talking about the super PAC one then?
Yes.
Okay, so we want to vote yes on that.
Yes.
My dad said vote yes on all 3 because he's researched this really well and knows.
All right. Well, that's true. Well, last week you said your dad said no on all 3.
No on any question. You used to say, remember we talked, we used to say just vote no on everything.
Right.
Now you say they word things differently.
Correct.
And you're right. So I said, Dad, what are the questions? What do you say?
Right.
What do you think about them? He said, yes on all 3. I said, thank you.
Well, I don't believe that corporations should have the same rights as citizens, as individuals.
Right, exactly.
Because we don't serve corporations, we serve citizens. Corporations are not
Citizens United, wasn't it some group?
Something. They're going to form a group or a support group that are going to lobby. So it's really, you can't do anything about it.
Exactly.
You just take a position.
It's just a step.
Yeah. Number 3, as you mentioned, you take on number 3 there. It's about transgenders, homosexuals, and such. You can't discriminate against somebody when they seek a service because of their sexual orientation.
And bathrooms. They should be able to use the bathroom that they feel they identify with, not that it says in their birth certificate.
Right.
And you realize that since 2004, they said, men are going to take and go into ladies' rooms.
No, they don't care.
You know what? That's happened 14 times in the last 14 years and never in this state.
Yeah.
It's just so rare. You can't,
ridiculous.
it's old white guys are going, rah, 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 rah.
That is the way they talk. Very good.
Exactly.
Good impersonation. When you did that, I said, "Oh, white guys."
Yeah,
and it was
old white guys. Rah,
That's
rah,
true.
rah, rah. We want to run the country.
That's unbelievable.
It's dum-dums.
Impersonation.
It's time for diversity. Wake up.
The way the law stands now in Massachusetts is you cannot discriminate. So
Right,
what we're doing here is leaving it alone.
Exactly.
So we're voting yes to leave it the way it
Exactly.
is, and no to change it and thus discriminate.
Correct. And there's been mailings that have come out to your houses. I've
Correct.
seen them about
Correct.
promoting,
Yes.
you know.
People across the country are probably saying, you're in Massachusetts, one of the most liberal states
Exactly.
in the country. New England is pretty liberal, yes.
But Charlie
and
Baker's very
California.
popular here, by the way.
Yeah. Something bothered me about Charlie Baker, though. May I discuss?
Only one thing? Okay, go on.
No, he's doing a fantastic job.
Right.
He actually...
There was a debate the other night.
Yes, and he's doing very well. The one thing he said in the debate that I didn't really care for is that he's going to vote along party lines as far as support
the party.
Yes.
That's
And
my boyfriend said the same thing. You both watched this. I didn't watch it. I got to get my
That
information
bothered me
from
a
you.
little bit
Yeah.
because I thought we were getting away from party lines with you, Charlie Baker,
So
governor of
they
Massachusetts.
couldn't narrow him down. Will you vote?
Yeah.
Will you vote for these
Yeah.
Trump people?
So what is he saying to me? Is he saying, Ron, you should vote along party lines as well, and don't vote for me then? So I don't know what
Well,
you're
they
saying,
cornered him
Bakey.
later, and he actually said he was going to vote for Jeff Deal.
Yeah, I know.
All
I
right.
know.
Well,
yeah.
can't
Whatever.
man.
Whatever. Maybe he will, but that's fine. You're
My
in
dad used to say
Massachusetts, good
signs
luck.
don't vote. So there's all these signs don't vote, man.
Yeah.
Hello.
That's the thing I hate most about politics, and this is nationwide.
Exactly.
Are the signs,
They litter.
the lawn signs.
They're happy to put them up. And it's not just for politics. I see them for different things,
Yeah.
like festivals
Yes.
around the cities.
Correct.
And when it's over, just leave it up.
Yeah.
I'm like, boy, you were in a real hurry to get your festival sign up, but you don't want to take it down?
Some towns have laws that
good.
they have to be taken down by a certain time after.
Oh, they
Other
can never
towns
put them
do
up
not.
again. I'm going to write
Yeah.
a law. We should have a law. We need more laws.
Well, they're just, you know what they are? They're tacky. They're just tacky, and I that's just a fashion statement, I suppose.
It is.
But lawn
aesthetically,
signs are,
your town is tacky enough. Don't add signs
don't
to it.
put things in
please.
the thing. Here's another thing along those lines that bother me.
Okay.
Thanks for bringing it
We
up.
should have a new segment.
Well, we'll
Find
do
some
one.
music. Things
Okay,
that bother
yeah.
me. What time is it?
Right. Where's an old 50s group that's saying
Oh, white
things that
man.
bother
Rah,
me?
rah, rah, rah.
Lawn signs that have nothing to do with politics. Somebody comes over to mow your lawn. You pay them to mow your lawn.
Or to roof your house.
Exactly.
Or to paint your deck.
And it's a very expensive service.
Yeah.
You pay them full price.
Yeah.
They stick signs on your property advertising the fact that they just did work on your house so your neighbors can see that that's who did
How
the
long
work.
do you have to keep it up, though, man?
You can take it down immediately. I always do as soon
ya?
as they're out of sight. But
You
no.
know,
But
all right,
here's
well.
my point, and I've said this to some of them after the job because I didn't want to piss them off.
No.
But I said, "Oh, okay. Do I get a discount for your advertising on my
Yeah.
lawn?" Because and if they
Of
say,
course.
and they say, "Well, no, we just do it."
No.
Well, then take your signs
Yeah.
away.
This quid pro quo, bub.
Absolutely,
Quid pro quo.
man. Why
Yeah.
would you charge me full price and then advertise
You're not
me?
allowed. I'm sorry.
No.
We'll
not-
cut a deal and
not
then
on my
fine,
property,
maybe.
baby.
No.
And I'll tell you something else. You're sticking your signs on my property, and you didn't ask me. You didn't say, "Can I stick a sign here after I'm finished?" Ask me, and then we'll talk about the discounts.
Well, all right. Speaking of signs places.
Yeah.
And these are politics.
Yeah.
Back to politics. Why am I seeing signs for politicians on business property? Isn't that can that be steering people away from your business if they're not on board with you?
I will not mention the business, but there was one where that was the case, and I did not go there.
I remember you told me this a year or two ago.
yeah.
But this is right now. I'm
Yeah.
seeing it again on different places. I won't say names
you gotta
either,
be
but
a
you know
little careful.
what?
You know,
Why?
when people make very strong political
Yeah.
statements, their businesses suffer. For example, Papa John's, the guy who owns
Oh,
that,
yeah.
is apparently a very staunch Republican, and he made some comments accordingly, and business suffered greatly for
Mm-hmm.
that chain. That's a stupid, stupid move, especially now that the country is so divided. You're killing a percentage of your business by making a political statement like
and
that.
I don't watch television, but I did watch the baseball ALCS something.
Oh, I'm sorry you have
ACLS
that.
or
Are you
ALCS.
taking medicine
I'm
for
doing
it?
the water bucket challenge or something for the ACLS.
Yes, I know.
You know what? I'm confused.
know.
I'm dyslexic enough already, so
Yeah.
please don't make these letters the same. But I did see a
agree
commercial
with
for
you.
Papa John watching that.
Yes.
So then they have the employees doing the ad. We love it here. We love it here.
Same. There was an In-N-Out Burger in California, in Los Angeles, very, very popular burger
Oh,
joint.
yeah.
A series of those places, and again made a political statement, and business dropped big time. Stupid move. Stupid move. especially these days, as I said.
Right.
Yeah.
Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
Closed on Sunday.
I know.
Gee, I wonder why. You know why?
Yeah.
It's the Lord's Day.
There you go.
All over, they're closed. Even in a food court, you'll see the lights out. No one working there.
Well, it's in the Bible. I think it's Leviticus that the Lord don't like chicken.
Doesn't, not on Sunday.
No.
Any other day but Sunday. But if you're Jewish, Saturday's your big day, right?
Yeah.
So how does that even work? You're discriminating against the Jewish people by being open on Saturday, Chick-fil-A, and Jesus was Jewish. So I'm really confused now. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I have an answer for that, but I can't say it. Anyway, yeah, there's the WWF.
It's the
What is that?
wrestling, or it's the panda persons.
Exactly.
World Life?
It's World Wildlife. It's hard to say.
You can't. It's easy for you to
World
say.
Wow. World Wildlife Association.
One, it's Baba Wawa. I'm talking
The
to
World Wildlife Federation.
Or the wrestling
or
dudes.
the World Wrestling Federation.
Yeah. Who had it first? Someone stole it from somebody.
Wildlife has been around for a long time, but I don't know. So has been wrestling.
It goes back to the cavemen.
Now,
Both.
if you had the wildlife wrestling each other, we could
just combine them. It's a
yeah,
combo.
That's combo meal.
Combo deal.
You get fried rice or white
And
rice.
panda. Grilled
Yeah,
panda.
yeah.
There's a Panda Express.
Grilled. Did you just say grilled panda?
There's Panda Express. Explain that one to me, okay?
Right, they're not actually grilling panda.
And you know this how? It's
Well,
Chinese
okay.
place,
Well,
right?
you're right.
Asian
Good
food.
point. Yep,
It's
you're
mystery
right.
meat. It's all mystery meat
If
to
you
me.
stir fry with vegetables and some sauce, it could be anything. You're
Stray
right.
Cats, I don't know what happens to them. Don't
Oh,
let
that
them
was
lurk
a
around
group.
the restaurants.
That was a musical group.
I love that group. That's what's his name? Seltzer. Brian Seltzer. I sing that song, Stray Cat Strut, when I do karaoke.
Do you
And
really?
I nail it.
Wow. You
Yeah.
do karaoke a lot?
I haven't in a while.
Yeah, that's probably
Actually.
because you sing that song too much.
Well, it's my go-to
I'm not
song.
sure.
I've done it on stage with a band, actually, not just karaoke.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
I have.
Well, that's true. You've been around.
I jump on the stage. It can be a problem.
Yeah.
Well, I know the band, so I
Security.
jump. I know. I jump on if they ask me. Shall I jump on? Sure.
These are your younger days, I assume. Or
No,
is this
not
last
that long
week? Last
ago.
week?
A couple few years back.
I've never jumped on stage.
Okay.
I've jumped off stage
Oh,
when people
I don't
chased
do
me.
mosh pits or anything though.
No, it was mosh pit. It was just
Even if I was a guy in
Get out
good
of there,
shape,
wait.
I'm not doing that. You could get an elbow right in the nose.
you can
It
always
just seems
get hurt.
dangerous.
It's just when you're younger, you figure that you won't get hurt, and therefore you don't. When
and
you're
you're
older,
drunk probably or something. You're
Always.
stoned. You don't even know what you're doing.
Yeah. Well, how do you know me so well? I got a question for you.
Uh-oh.
Would you
Yes, it's everybody's favorite game show. Would you rather?
WYR.
Yeah. I actually read up on the would you rather thing, and sometimes it involves more extreme versions.
Ooh, like
Where-
a truth or dare?
Yeah, where alcohol is involved or the removal of clothing.
No.
Yeah, so this game can get pretty crazy.
That's
of course,
like-
this is radio, so we're good.
No, but you ever heard of Cards Against Humanity? Dude, that is the best game.
Cards Against Humanity?
Yes.
No, I have
yes.
not. I'm not familiar.
OMG. That is the best. It is the funniest, craziest, most politically incorrect thing I've ever seen. I'll tell you about that some other time. But James and I used to play it virtually online because you can do the message, the chat room type stuff too.
Oh,
It was
interesting.
great. It's
Did not know that.
hilarious. It's so wrong. It's right.
It's so wrong, it's right. That sounds like a song, too.
We have a new theme song.
How can something so wrong feel so right? Is
I don't
that
even know
what
if we
it
can
was?
play it on air because it's so wrong.
No, I wouldn't want that
And
either.
we can't do that.
No.
All right. Just look it up
All
someday.
right. Okay. All right. Are you ready? I've got one for you.
I am ready.
All right.
All right.
Would you rather your flight be delayed by 8 hours or lose your baggage?
Ooh, flight delayed.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. No,
Absolutely.
you had to ask me that?
Well, these are generic things.
I can't lose anything, Ron.
I know,
Not
I
even
know.
my mind.
If I lost my luggage, I'd be worrying more than 8 hours. So,
You
yeah.
know,
Really?
I had them. I know. I know how to get my luggage back
yeah,
a few years
scream.
ago. Well, no, I was at an airport in North Carolina when they
Was
tried
this
to
when
pull
they
that on me.
threw you off the plane?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the throw
yeah.
me off the plane thing. I got my luggage pretty quickly that they left on the tarmac. Some guy came up to me and said, "I don't know who you are, or what you said to them, but you have everyone looking for your bag."
Mm-hmm.
This man said to me, and they had a line of people. I went right to the front and he said, "Excuse me." That's how you do it, Ron. If you think I'm waiting in a line,
No, I know you're not.
my boyfriend is figuring that out. He said, "You're brutal." He knows. He goes, I don't want to ever get on your bad side.
Yeah.
I said, honey, you won't.
No, you have to know the rules of the game before you play them, as far as relationships are concerned.
He just jumped in with 2 feet.
Yeah.
He didn't even look at the rules.
Fine. Good. Well, good for him. He's an adventurous.
He really is.
Fantastic.
That's nice.
All right. Yours?
Oh, okay. This is a good one for you, Ron, and I thought about this.
Mm-hmm.
Would you rather suddenly be elected a senator or suddenly become a CEO of a major company? You won't have any more knowledge about how to do either job than you do right now.
CEO, major company.
Me too.
There's no way,
Yep.
shape, form, know-how that I
You
would
don't
get
want to
involved
make
in
laws?
I would love to help
Help the
society. I can help the
Okay,
people. I would love
okay.
to help the
All
people,
right, all
Tori.
right. Yeah, I'm hearing you.
But I am not going to sacrifice my personal life and my family's personal life
Okay.
for that, for my country. Duh.
You know, this is what I'm thinking too.
Yeah.
I'm thinking I want to be a big fish in a little pond.
Yeah.
That's a CEO, not a little fish in a big pond.
No,
What am I
that's too
going to
big.
do there?
The pond's too big.
It is. I want to be the
Pond's too
CEO. I
big.
want to tell people what to do.
Yeah.
Make some money.
Here's the other thing,
Get
Tori.
a yacht,
I think as
right?
human beings, I mean, as much as, I want to help people, I can do that through a company. Probably better than I can through
Oh, sure,
politics.
yeah.
And if I was a CEO, I could better control the outcome of things.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I could help people even more.
Good.
And
You've thought this through.
Oh, I have. I have been doing research on that question.
This question
for
was
years
no
and
surprise
years,
to you.
Years and years and years.
Years and years.
I have people, and they know what you're
Right.
going to
So
ask.
you knew that already.
Correct.
Excellent.
All right. Are you ready?
Excuse
okay.
me.
No,
Yep.
that's fine. That was my next question.
Sorry,
Would you
Buffon. See, I'm doing. There's no stopping me now. You
Would
know
you-
what's coming next.
Would you rather burp incessantly or fart incessantly?
I already fart incessantly. So I'm going to have to stay with farts because you can sneak those out. Burping, it's sort of like blah. Unless someone's looking at you, they see your mouth open, they hear the
Yeah,
noise.
yeah.
You can do some sneaky farts, man.
You really can.
Yeah.
I'll tell you a funny story, and please don't tell anybody else.
I won't, I promise. It's between us.
I used to be I was a wedding videographer for decades. That was how I made
Yeah.
a lot of money. And I've always had gas.
Who doesn't, right?
Nobody does.
Unless you're hiding it.
Yeah. So I would go to the reception, and I would videotape the people dancing on the dance floor. And it'd usually be like 20, 30, 40 people on the dance floor because I get hired for these big weddings. Mm-hmm. And I'd be walking around the perimeter of the dance floor, sometimes into it, and videotape people dancing and doing crazy things. And every once in a while, because it was after the meal, I would have to
Oh, no.
pass some of my
Why
internal
not?
gaseous
You do.
odors. So, but I had no problem doing that on the dance
Because
floor.
it could be anybody.
I would there were this is a group of 30 people,
Right.
and I do my thing.
Yeah.
I very carefully walk away to another part of the dance
Prep
floor.
dust it off.
And
Yep.
I watch their reactions.
Oh,
Now,
no.
I didn't,
Did you video? Oh, you
no,
should
I didn't
That'd make a
videotape
YouTube
them.
thing. Nice.
No, because then the bridal couple would probably say, wait a minute, everything is videotaping. People are reacting to a fart smell. Maybe it was him.
No.
So I couldn't do that.
You couldn't take a chance.
But
you should
I
edit
mean-
that out, though. Keep that for your records, for your
For
stash.
my records.
Get a compilation video going.
Yes.
And then years
Yes.
later, when there was a thing called
Yes.
YouTube, you put it on there.
Just to show how deviously awful I was. But so don't tell anybody.
But you could at least leave the room. People
Yeah.
always say, why don't you just go outside, leave the room?
Yeah.
You know.
I think this part of that comment won't be a part of the show, but we'll
Okay,
see what
just
happens.
edit that right
Yeah.
out. So that was that legit question? Fart or burp?
No, it's kind of stupid, but
Okay. You can ask me another
I
one
mean,
then.
I agree with you. I would also rather fart because
Then burp.
it's
My stomach has enough problems. Let's not,
well, yeah. The burping is. I got to tell you, it's a little painful.
Yeah,
it
I don't care
goes
for it.
with other stuff. The farting is like, oh, that was nice.
Yeah, well.
Did you ever? All right, here's a horrible
But the
thing
burping,
to
let me just say real quick, the
Yeah.
burping, if you drink soda or
Yeah.
beer and something and burp, that's
Yeah.
kind of painful.
Yeah.
Especially the soda, those carbonated
Oh, yeah.
bubbles,
Oh,
when they
yeah.
come up
Yeah.
right through your nose sometimes. It's an
No,
event
good.
that I'm not
It's
interested
good. It's
in.
not good. I don't want stuff coming through my mouth. My ass is built for a reason. I think it was for
Exit
the farts.
only, yeah.
Yes. Mouth takes stuff in.
Yeah.
But yeah, exit only for the ass too. Thank you.
Well, I'm
Thanks
going
for
to
pointing
take the
that
fifth
out.
on that one, but
That's one of the
whatever.
ballot questions.
Whatever. I'm not, no comment.
Okay. Were you ever? Thank God this show will never air.
Right.
Were you ever in a car by yourself
Yeah.
and you release one? And after you do, and the windows are closed, it's the winter.
Oh, God.
And after
I'm
you
opening
do-
it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I get it
I
open.
actually say to myself,
You sound like my boyfriend now.
Well-
He has no problem with his own farts.
well,
I don't have a problem with
think
my
people
own.
do. I
Yeah,
think
I do.
I don't.
I light an
have no
incense.
problem.
I spray my osium.
Oh, no.
I got to
Oh,
escape
oh,
it.
really? Oh,
I
it's
can't
you,
stand
Tori,
it.
it's you.
I don't. It's gross.
It's you personified.
I am grossing myself out.
It's a version of you in the air, dispersed in the air.
It smells
I
like
think
either
it's
an
fantastic.
old attic or a sewer. The lid got removed off the city sewer. I can't have it.
I wouldn't call it refreshing, but I will say that it is inviting.
It's not.
Well-
it's not. What is it with guys and farts? They love the smell of their own farts? Women don't. I'm pretty sure.
I don't know.
I'll take a
I
poll.
know you don't.
I'm taking a poll. I'm not having it.
No, I find it quite.
No. It's gross. I am
lovely,
grossing
lovely.
myself out.
No,
I don't want it.
It's comforting what it is. It's like
I have to
comfort
do
food.
it,
It's like
but I don't
comfort
want
food.
it. If I'm in bed,
Yeah.
it's staying tucked under the covers.
Yeah, well, I don't
It's
know.
staying there
I
till
don't
it go
know.
till it
I don't know.
disperses.
I consider it my friend.
No.
Because it came out of me. It's like giving childbirth. To me.
No.
It's like giving childbirth. It's like this is mine.
I don't even
It
want
is
to
my
poop.
own.
I don't want any poop either. I don't
now,
even like any of it.
Anybody else's. Oh my god, it's horrible.
It's a necessary evil going to the bathroom. I'm not interested in anything. I just want to be a robot. I don't need to eat, sleep, or poop. I just want to function.
Well, you do need to eat, sleep, and poop.
I don't like it.
Unfortunately.
Why? Why? That's why I can't wait to just die someday because then my body will be gone and I won't need to do that stuff.
I watched a video online, which I usually don't do, and it was Penn Jillette, the Penn and Teller, the
one that
magician
doesn't
guy.
talk then? Or
No, this is the one that does talk.
Okay. I don't know
So
their
you have a
names.
choice of two.
This
You
is
have a choice
a
of
big
two.
one and a little one. The little one doesn't talk. That's all I can tell you.
Teller is the one that doesn't talk, oddly
Okay.
enough.
He talked in Miami Vice, an episode of Miami Vice. I
Yes,
saw
he did.
him.
Yeah. I wasn't supposed to.
He was the
but-
bad guy.
Yeah. So Penn Jillette, he weighed like 340 pounds.
I can see that.
Not long ago
He's
in
a
his
big guy.
career. Yeah. He decided, his doctor said, you can't live like this. And
Did he get the bypass?
No. They said to him, how about the stomach staple? And he said, no, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing surgery. So what he did was, I find it fascinating. He lost 100 pounds in the course of about 6 months.
Whoa.
I know, fast. And here's how he did it. He picked a vegetable, and that's all he ate every day. He picked a potato.
That's one of my questions.
Uh-oh.
Potatoes are very filling, though, aren't they?
Yeah. I mean, he said he had to eat the entire potato. He had to eat the skin. He could boil it, bake it, but he had to eat the entire potato with the skin. But you can't add bacon or anything like that. Just
I
the
would
potato.
do that. I love
You
potatoes.
can have any time you want during the day,
Great.
whenever you're hungry.
That's my comfort
Says
food.
you do that for 2 weeks.
Just potatoes.
Just potatoes.
No way.
Just
So I better
potatoes.
never do that, or I'll lose myself because I weigh 105
Yeah,
pounds.
no, you can't do this. You don't weigh enough.
Could I eat a lot of potatoes?
It doesn't really matter, I think, is what he said. Because at first he ate a lot of potatoes, and after 2 weeks, he lost 20 pounds in 2 weeks. Oh, my God. 2 weeks. And it
Sound
was
like a
just...
parakeet. 2 weeks, 2 weeks.
Yeah, because he only ate potatoes. After that, he had an ear of corn.
Oh, corn
And-
goes right through you.
Well, he said that after eating potatoes for 2 weeks, only potatoes, eating corn was like devouring sugar. Ooh. He said it was the most delightful taste he'd ever had, just the plain corn.
Nice.
And now, after this experience, and apparently it's a year later,
Right.
he still eats mainly vegetables. If he wants to have a piece of meat, he will, but he doesn't want more
This
than
is my
a piece.
question,
He
Ron.
just
Can I
wants-
ask you then?
Please.
Would you rather never be able to eat meat or never be able to eat vegetables?
Never be able to eat meat.
Me too. Meat too.
Yes.
I love vegetables.
Yeah. It's important to have vegetables. I think
I'm on the fence with meat.
we would die if we just ate meat. Look at the cavemen. Do you know any?
No, but that's because
They're-
it's many
they've
years
perished.
ago.
Oh,
But
okay. Oh, I
the
misunderstood then.
vegetarians or
Yeah.
the vegans or whatever you may call them, they eat beans for their protein or
Correct.
something.
Correct.
Amino acids is what you need.
Yes.
That comes from meat or
Correct.
beans.
Correct.
So you can't live on just vegetables. You have to supplement
Correct.
the amino
You need-
acids.
Well, you need the protein. But true. But those people have more gas usually.
Yeah.
And
That's what it is. I thought cauliflower causes gas and broccoli.
they are the top culprits.
Well,
but it's not just
culprit. I
them.
love that word. That's
Well,
the
they are
second time I've heard
culprits.
that word this week.
Yes, they are.
It's an awesome word.
They are responsible.
Yeah,
they
no,
are
they're very-
badly responsible. Yeah, people that eat beans.
But so that causes
Seriously?
flatulence.
No kidding.
Is a great word. But
Yeah.
you know what? If you're trying to fart, like I was the other day, and it wasn't ready yet.
Yeah.
My boyfriend, he said this. He coined this phrase. He calls that premature flatulation.
Well, that's very good.
Isn't that good?
That is very good. That should be the title of his new book.
Premature flatulation.
Yes.
So it wasn't
I like
ready yet.
that.
It could have been a disaster.
I might have to buy that title.
You know,
from
we have it here on recording now of this Monday date. So if anyone steals it, we'll go back and find these records.
Yeah, well, that's why we do this, to record
We have to.
ideas
It's
so
like
that no
a-
one can actually...
It's a verbal Kavanaugh. We don't just
Yes.
write things down. We
All
talk
right.
about them.
Crazy. All right.
Got another question for me?
We can do one more. Would you rather live the rest of your life as a monk or followed continually by paparazzi?
Oh, that's a really good question. But why are they following me? Does that mean I'm successful and have money? Or is it just because they're following me? Because I don't need that shit. I need to have a reason.
I don't think the paparazzi would have a reason to follow you if you didn't have fame or money.
Okay, and the monk thing is I'm by myself, living alone?
Correct.
Oh.
And not talking ever.
Oh, paparazzi. Wait.
Oh, I see.
I didn't think this
Oh,
through.
I see. It was the talking thing that changed your mind immediately.
Well, I had a non-talking question, too.
Yeah.
Didn't I ask you that already? Would you rather say everything you think out loud or never speak again?
I thought that was the Penn and Teller conversation.
Yeah, and you just say everything out loud, right? I'd have to.
I don't know that I need to speak.
Oh, my God. You're the monk, then. You want to be the monk in this scenario or the paparazzi thing?
I don't know.
You don't even know the question you asked me?
Well, the
I always
question-
think them through and what I would say.
Oh.
Or else, why would I ask you? I think I have to decide if this is a worthy question.
I'd probably say screw it, none of them.
You can't. That's not how you play.
Oh, monk.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
That would be awful to be followed everywhere you look over your
I
shoulder.
can see you as a monk, though. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're practically one now.
Well, there's great things to being a monk.
Yeah.
So there are some pluses involved.
You're hermitish,
Yeah.
if that's a word.
It's like eating potatoes for 2 weeks. I think eventually I would get used to it.
Okay. I love
And
potatoes.
then if I talk to somebody after not talking to somebody for 2 weeks, I really wouldn't want to talk to somebody
yeah, you'd have had
anymore.
enough
Yeah.
in this climate.
No, well then, if someone said, "How are you?" I would think that's way too much conversation at that point
It's
because
so benign, too. You know?
Yeah, I know.
I don't like these things. But that's now the language. Was this the one I was going to ask you? I wanted to ask you one more. Oh, would you rather be fluent in all languages, Ron, and never be able to travel, or be able to travel anywhere for a year but never be able to learn a word of a different language?
All right, so now you're entering the area of what's the point of knowing all the languages if no one understands what you're saying? So what's the point?
That could be. I could broaden this out. I'm going to unpack it. Mm-hmm. Would you rather be fluent in all languages, never traveling, or travel anywhere for 1 year and never be able to learn a word of
just
a
for
different
1 year?
language? Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, you missed that part.
Oh, I did miss that part. I didn't know there was a time limit on this.
Yeah. Travel anywhere for a year.
Oh, a year.
Anywhere.
Oh, I'll do the
You want to travel for a year and never understand the language where you're going?
Yeah, just for a year.
You know what? I want to be fluent in all languages because I'm already halfway there. Not halfway there.
Well, you are fluent in a lot of languages.
Well, I'm not even fluent. I'm,
What
but
do you
the
say?
point is, if I could be, I could work from home, dude. I could be a translator and make all kinds of bank. Capiche?
Right. But you can do that after the year. After the year is up.
I thought it was an either or. What if I can never be fluent in all languages then? Or just, it's either or, isn't it? Would you rather?
Oh.
These are all set in stone,
So
man.
why is one side of it got a time factor
I
on
didn't
it,
write
the other
the
one?
thing.
Oh, okay.
But it's good that they put that wrinkle in there.
I would say a monk.
Oh, right. You are. You are a
don't know.
monk.
I don't know.
You're a monk.
I don't know how
You don't
else
have to
to
be
answer
fluent in
that.
anything then.
No.
You can just not talk.
No.
I want to talk. Me talk pretty. Me talk pretty one day.
You all right?
Yeah.
I think you kind of lost it at the end there.
Just now.
Yeah. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the game. And try it at
Would
home.
you rather?
There you go.
Would you
That's like a somewhat of a sexy song.
It's really like a Barry White.
It is. That's exactly what it sounds
brown
like.
chicken,
It's
brown
got
cow
this-
song.
Yes. Yes. It's got that flavor to it.
Oh, yeah.
Barry White, man, what an icon if you ever like having sex.
I just love it. I love his music.
Oh, I thought you...
Oh, well, you know.
I just really love having sex.
Well, either way. It's the same thing, right?
No, he
good
was-
music, good sex,
Yeah.
hey, whatever.
And of course, he's left us now. He should have tried the potato diet thing, to be honest with you.
Oh, yeah.
But it's funny, though. All the Barry White songs sound pretty much exactly the same. Mm-hmm. but that's okay.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Well, some are slow and some are funky, like do 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 do.
Even the
do,
funky
do, do,
ones
do, do,
feel
do.
like they are still in the sound like the Baby Shark song.
Well, remember, yeah, and remember that TV show called the one that's married to Harrison Ford, Callista Lockhart, Ally McBeal.
Right.
Okay, so that's my process. I'm thinking out loud. So Ally McBeal had this scene with that one of the Barry White songs when they're all in the bathroom, and I loved it. I never really watched that show that much, but it was one of the best shows on television. I really wish I watched it now.
Yeah.
It was just so cleverly written.
Whatever happened? It's Callista Flockhart, I believe.
She married Harrison Ford. He left his wife of 1,000
Really?
years, who was like his age, that was with him when he was
Really?
nobody. And then he found this much younger woman. Callista Flockhart could be his daughter.
Really?
She adopted a child. They got together and then eventually got married.
With
And-
Callista?
With Callista. You know what? She likes him because he's really smart.
Yeah.
And so she likes that intellectual stimulation, I read.
And why does he like her?
And
Because she's really skinny?
And she's smart also.
She's so skinny.
She's thin,
Tori.
yeah. But she's smart and thin and young. What are you going to do with that? It's perfect.
I wouldn't want to touch her.
Why? You could break?
Yes.
Well,
I mean, we're not talking thin. We're talking
frail.
yeah,
Like anorexic-y
yeah.
thin?
Yes.
Well, I think she's
Yes.
probably healthy. She's pretty. She's rich. She's got it all, man. She's got it all.
That's like going to someone's house on Halloween and Callista Flockhart answers the door and the kids go, because
coming up,
she
isn't
looks
it?
like
Halloween. Ooh,
Halloween,
we got to do a Halloween
oh,
special. It's on
yeah.
a Wednesday this year. It's kind of midweek. That's sort of a wreck thing. It just wrecks it. It should be on a weekend, Friday
you know
or
what we'll do?
Saturday.
You know what we'll do?
What'll we do?
Well, on that week we'll do a Halloween special. I guess the day before Halloween or Halloween itself. Halloween itself.
Why? It's not on a Monday, dude. This is Monday.
We'll do a special. Oh, we'll do a Wednesday. We won't do the Monday. We'll do the Wednesday, or we can continue to do the Monday.
Oh, maybe we'll do two.
That's possible
I
too.
don't know.
Yeah.
I just want to be able to give out candy with my boyfriend because he has people come to his house, like 5 people.
This
So
has nothing to do with it.
we got to talk about Halloween, right?
Yeah.
And Michael Myers,
Yeah.
Jason,
Yeah.
Freddy,
Yeah.
Frankenstein.
You know how I feel about Halloween.
Yeah, you don't like it.
Nope.
Because you're that old man that says, "Get off my lawn!"
Exactly.
So do you turn your light out? What do you do?
No, I entertain the children, certainly. No, I give them candy and I say, "Oh, aren't you special?"
Oh, right.
Aren't
What are you
cute?"
supposed to be?
But I get sick of saying, "Watch your step, watch step."
Oh, yeah,
watch
because you
step."
could get sued because you have that
Yes,
step.
Yes. Well, most places have steps. You
That's
know,
right. You have a step.
I have a step,
You have
and I
one
don't want to get
step.
sued. What would happen? What would happen?
Oh, my God.
What would happen
What
if
if
a
it's
child
raining
fell
that
down?
night?
And it can.
Oh, shit.
And you got the leaves out, and it's slippery.
Oh, no.
It's a bad
That's
idea.
why people probably turn out their lights. They just don't want to be bothered with any kind of problem.
Here's the problem.
Yeah.
Halloween trick or treat should not be taking place after the sun goes down. I know it goes down early, but not as early as the Sunday after you. Then you turn your clocks
Right.
back for
Fall
whatever.
back,
Yeah.
spring forward.
So that hasn't happened yet. It'll get. I'd say on Halloween it'll get dark in most places of the country around 5:30.
Exactly, yeah.
Why can't the kids trick or treat
At
from
4 o'clock.
4:30 to
Yeah.
5:30? Go home, have dinner, and
Yeah.
then have your candy. Because you're going to eat the candy before you have your
know.
dinner, you little bastards.
Well, when I lived in Florida for many years,
Yes.
and we take our kids out,
Yes.
and it was, you know, what was great about having Halloween in Florida, the weather, dude. Now you're
True.
bundling up, you're
True.
putting coats over your costumes.
Yeah.
What's that
What's
about?
the point at that?
Right, we
Yeah.
had awesome costumes.
What's the point? What's the point?
Right.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. Halloween, certainly in the Northeast, is
Or the
should be
Northwest.
moved. Yeah, that too. Any place it's cold.
Or the North.
The north of the Mason-Dixon line, let's say.
Do people still say Mason-Dixon line?
Well, I just did.
I know, but it's
'Cause
in
there's
that,
no other way
there's
to-
evil connotations there, aren't there? Remember that movie?
Well, how do you...
That movie with Max Baer. Remember
Yeah.
him?
Yep.
The guy from the Beverly Hillbillies
Yeah.
that played Jethro.
Right.
He was called Max Baer.
Right.
Maybe even Max Baer Jr.
He was Max Baer Jr.
Was he the
His
junior?
father was Max Baer.
Oh, okay. Well, he did a movie called something about the Mason-Dixon line.
Yeah.
It's just trouble. It's
Yeah.
still trouble, probably.
Well, it is, but I guess
Don't
you
go to
just-
jail down there.
Yeah, but if you say the North and the South, you're still making the same Civil War type of reference, though, I guess.
It's very divisive.
Yeah,
But there's
yeah.
good people on both
Right.
sides.
But, well, who said that?
Oh, my God.
Look, the Halloween thing is, yes, kids can get hurt. They can have their stomach pumped because of all that stupid candy.
You know, it's a tradition, though, Ron. Why do you have to mess with tradition?
Why can't we move tradition? We moved Christmas.
When? What?
What? Jesus didn't.
Oh,
Come on.
whatever.
Come on.
We're not doing that spring Christmas thing. That's Easter. He already
That's
took over.
fine.
Spring.
I'm saying if we can just choose a day.
It's December
and choose a
25th. It's
time.
already done. You can't change that.
You can change
Stop
the
trying
time.
to change
You
shit.
can change the time.
No. What?
Why can't Halloween always be the last Friday of every month?
No, it's a date. You know why? It's called All Hallows Eve. Because November 1st, do you even know history?
Yes.
November 1st is called...
Well.
November 1st. Well, I mean, maybe you don't want to know this stuff because you don't care. But November 1st is called All Saints Day.
Right.
Okay? It's always that November 1st. So therefore you have Hallows Eve,
Yep.
Halloween.
Yep.
So it has to be on the October 31st because that's history.
Yeah. And your point is?
They can't be on a Friday. Although I'd love it on a Friday. Have you ever been to Halloween? Salem on Halloween. Salem, Massachusetts on Halloween. It's impressive.
I was there once.
I've done it 3 times.
Yeah, it's a little crowded.
I love it. It's the
crowded.
best.
A little crowded.
It's crazy fun.
It is crazy fun.
Because the costumes alone, I sit there and look at them, and they wait. They do all year. They try to work on their costumes.
That's fine.
They're impressive.
That's Salem.
Yeah, you can look it up on YouTube.
When you have little
YouTube.
kids going door to door,
Still, do it.
Do it in the daylight.
Why
Do it in
not?
the daylight.
Yeah, but
Do it
you
in the
have to. Don't
daylight.
do these
you know
mall
how
things. Don't do
dangerous-
Halloween.
Do you know how dangerous it is for
parties.
cars to go driving home from
Well,
their work? It's getting dark,
Yeah.
and you got little kids
Yeah.
walking around in black
Well,
costumes.
they have parents with them, right? Don't
Not
put
all
kids-
of them.
What?
Well, not if it's in a neighborhood. They just let them free.
Well, there are probably at least
They're
12
cage-free.
then.
Even if the parents are
Free
there,
range kids, they're cage free. It's free range kids.
even if
Yeah,
the parents
right.
are there, it's more of a dangerous situation than
Okay.
not.
Yeah.
And some kids live on major roads. and
The
they
road
have to-
down the street here,
Yeah.
you can't even walk on that
No,
day,
you
night,
can't. There's
anytime
no
at all.
sidewalk, and there's no room.
That's a death threat.
Yes, it
death
is.
wish.
Well, in many parts of the country, there are no sidewalks,
sidewalks.
and no neighborhoods per se.
So what do you do?
That's why I'm
You
saying
get a skateboard and you try to
make
skate
sure-
go as fast as you
You
can
don't
down
do
that.
skate. No, you can fall into the street.
No, you have to get through it quick. Get a scooter. Get a moped. You
Yeah.
can't walk it.
Yeah.
It's very bad for you.
I don't know. I think we should be handing out vegetables because
Well, then
candy
they'll egg
is
your
just-
house, dude. They'll put teepee your house. They'll egg your house. They'll break a window.
And isn't that the point? These lovely little children, if you don't give them what they
It's
want,
not the little kids doing it.
It's the
It's the
bigger kids.
punks.
Is that not terrorism?
Well,
if you don't, is
that's
that not a
tradition also.
ransom? Yeah, it's tradition in this country.
It's
We have
called
wonderful
trick
traditions.
or treat,
Yes.
dude.
Yeah.
The trick part.
Yes.
Give them the treat and then forget it. You
Yeah.
won't get tricked.
Yeah.
Now,
Well,
what do you do
isn't
with
Isn't that a wonderful child's holiday? Little kids come up to you, threaten you.
Yeah,
If
I
you
know.
don't give me candy, I'll vandalize your property.
Right. But you know what? Then, what was I going to say?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Well, one thing is, what do you do with your leftover candy?
Throw it out. I throw it out.
No,
Yeah.
dude. Right here.
No.
High five.
Well, what?
I'll come by and grab your candy. What do you,
got
you
it.
throw
You
it
got-
out?
Absolutely.
Well, what are you giving out?
Because
What
it's
do you-
evil. It's sugar. It's sugar. It's evil sugar. What are you talking about? You don't justify it. If the kids are the last 5 kids that come to my door better have a truck because if I could just gauge when it's going to end, the last few kids would.
How
would
much you giving
leave.
out? 1, 5 pieces? What do you do?
I start with 2, and then toward the end I start 70.
Well, I mean,
You know.
what are you giving out? Kit Kats? Reese's Pieces? What are you doing?
Similar to that, yeah.
Chocolate.
I
You
don't
give
know.
out chocolate.
I don't buy the candy.
You're not giving out like hard candy.
No,
Raisins.
no raisins, apples. Remember the apples? God damn, man.
I can't even right now.
Wow.
I sometimes, when I was a kid, we'd go to these. I'd bring my kids rather. I can't remember way back, too far back, but a couple things I remember. But when I took my kids out, the same house we'd go to every year, and the people would have this old candy from the year before,
Yeah, sure.
and it's turning.
Yeah.
I'm like, how dare you?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
Trying to poison my kids with your old candy?
Well, they don't know it's old, and
They're old too.
Well, of
It
course.
all made sense.
look, if there's stuff left
Stop
over,
it.
you wait till next Halloween. They don't eat candy.
They don't even
these
leave the
people.
house probably. They're shut-ins giving out old stale candy.
Well,
Stop it.
Well, there should be
That's
a
the
sign
Stop
out
It
front
tour.
there. The Stop It tour.
No way. No more, babe. Not doing it.
I just I think the whole holiday's horrendous. I don't think children should be eating all that candy. I think they all get sick the next day anyway.
That's why churches have harvest fests or harvest things. They don't.
There should be
You know why? Because it's
parties.
evil.
There should
To
be
them,
little
Halloween is
Halloween
evil.
parties
It's about
and places.
witches and ghosts and evil spirits.
Correct.
So churches
Do you
say
know what
we're
we
doing
do?
a harvest
Do you
fest
know-
with pumpkins and
Yes,
apple
that is-
dunking.
Let's change the face of Halloween.
Why?
Because
it's supposed to be spooky.
Why? Why do
Listen.
we have a holiday that scares the hell out of children and involves bloodletting.
Yeah, you got to be a ghost or an evil clown or a witch
And have a knife in your hand.
Don't be an elephant. You're not going to be an elephant for
I've
Halloween.
seen little children come to my door oozing in blood.
That's good. That's what it's meant to be. It's a scary holiday.
trying
Don't
to-
dress like a frog
What
or
kind
a
of society. This is a Trumpian society you're talking about.
Mario.
where we
Don't
come-
be a video game
Oh,
person.
my God.
You got to be evil, Jason.
That's
gotta get a hockey
horrible-
mask.
That's a horrible lesson for little children.
Well, what is it about, Ron? What is it Halloween about
We
to
must
you
change.
then?
We must change
No.
the face of.
You're a
What
changer.
is Christmas like to you? What is Christmas? Here is a Jesus person. who
Oh, that
is-
got all secularized. Yeah, I know it's Santa now, of
and
course.
Now it's Santa and kids getting little toys. I mean, that has nothing to do with,
With
what
the
it is.
meaning of the-
So you
right.
can't
Yeah.
come back at Halloween with like that and say yes.
No, because
that
Halloween
was
was originally an
Correct,
evil place,
correct.
a
But
thing. So you can't
but-
make it nice now.
Well, you can because
Why?
that's what we did with Christmas.
No.
Well,
Christmas, they made it worse. Christmas was good, and they made it worse. You're
no,
doing
they're
the
giving people
opposite.
toys. You're giving people. Christ did not give people presents.
The three wise men came. That was the whole point
And
of
what
the thing.
they didn't bring bicycles.
They brought incense and frankincense and myrrh.
lousy
and,
gifts. Lousy gifts.
because he
So
was a
then-
baby. What's
so
he going to
then-
do?
so
He
then-
doesn't know anything.
so then
He's a little
why
baby
can't-
Jesus.
So then at Christmas, why can't kids open up the presents under the tree and get frankincense and myrrh?
Because they don't make that anymore. It's not even a thing,
All
probably.
right,
It was a made-up story, maybe. Even.
lavender,
Who even knows?
Lavender oil.
I'll take the lavender oil.
I would
Bring it
too.
over here.
I would too.
I'd rather have that.
I would
Some
too.
ginger. That's fine with me.
I like
I don't need any
frankincense.
possessions.
I think we do take the holidays and we adjust them to
Christmas is for kids, number one. It's not for adults.
and Halloween.
Same thing. Everything, all holidays are for children,
we
dude.
can morph the Halloween into something that has goodness involved. At a point, there was UNICEF. Kids were knocking on doors to get candy and then saying, "I can't afford my next meal.
Oh my God!
Can I have
That's
some pennies?"
sad. That's a sad
Well,
thing.
children couldn't. They were collecting pennies for
I did
UNICEF.
it for my church. We had a church box, and we give it to the church the next Sunday.
No, we actually collected money from the door-to-door thing.
Wow.
Yeah, and if you had
That's
a paper
extortion
route, if you had a
also.
paper route, you would also say, "And how about this week's money for the paper?"
You should. That's extortion, like, in a way. Unless you really give the money to
what we did
charity.
for-
If you
for
keep
a
it,
long time.
that's not good.
Well, this teaches kids honesty, I suppose.
Well,
But we had a separate
once a
we
year,
had
we should teach
separate,
kids honesties every
We had
day.
a separate plastic pumpkin for the pennies. We did.
It sounds
We
like you're
did.
carrying a lot of gear with you to the
There was
houses.
a lot of gear involved.
I don't.
There was a lot of
You're
gear
right, You know
involved.
what? I used a pillowcase.
Yeah.
Throw candy in there.
Yeah, pillowcases.
I trick or treated till I was 16 years old.
Yeah,
I was small though. No one knew I wore a mask.
Yeah, pillowcase. Yeah, a pillowcase, a mask, and a gun.
I
That's
didn't
how
need
they
the
rob.
gun.
That's how they rob banks.
You're right. You ever seen the movie The Town?
Yes, that's how they did it.
You know Ben Affleck,
Yep,
right?
Yep.
It's a great movie. I've
Lousy
seen it 3
actor.
times.
Lousy actor, great movie.
No, it was good.
I don't care for Ben.
It was filmed here.
I think we're doing a 2-hour show here.
Why not?
Yeah. Okay.
No, we're right on schedule.
We're good.
Schedule.
We're good. Well, maybe we'll talk about Halloween next week. Maybe
You said
we
we're
won't.
doing a show.
Well,
Now
I
I
don't
gotta
know that you
prepare.
but you just did the
We
whole
just,
show.
you helped me.
I don't know if we got any more to talk
We don't
about
have
as
any
far
more.
as
It's all
Halloween.
done. We've covered it. Let's work on Thanksgiving.
Let's work on Flag Day, shall we?
Okay.
Because that's a little more topical.
It sure is.
All right. That's Tori LaGarde over there, and she's
me.
on the left. And
Me. I am on the left.
Remember that?
Left of center.
Okay. Have yourselves a wonderful day. We wish you peace.